I want to say that it's right around then that would happen. It's right around then that we invoked the Kapua Aloha, and one of the reasons why Kapua Aloha is existing now is because misunderstanding and engaging in heated arguments is such an emotional issue, especially when a part of it is taken out of context. It can be misrepresented greatly, and that's the case here.
So this was before the Kapua?
Yes, for me, before the Kapua Aloha. This exchange is with a woman named Lana who lives in Florida, incidentally, and who has incited much heated debate on Facebook, and especially has targeted me. The focus, however, should be on one, the accountability. I'm very sorry for how that seems to come off and exactly what it looks like, because I'm taken apart and just looking at that, you wouldn't know I was raised by a whole lot of women only in my life, but I have a profound respect for our people and women, in the Wahine in particular, and I should let you folks know that it has been Wahine 100% behind my back, helping me with press releases, helping me with this PR issue right here, and that was misdirected anger that I have found to channel to become the change I want to see in the world, and I take full accountability for what has happened and what I had said in the past, but one snapshot is not who I am, or does not define me or this movement. What we have come to know is that was part of the journey to get to the greatness that is happening now. Yes, I was there on October 7th, and I was one of the people who had pre-planned a blockade. Well, not everybody was on board for that at the time.
How did you get re-involved?
We were always involved, but we knew that they were going to start construction regardless of the majority's wishes, and we basically planned this, what's happening now. We procured the media venues, making contacts with hundreds of international media platforms across the world. We procured this fundraiser, and we have solidified and further galvanized our movement by stepping past ourselves and our insecurities and faults, and becoming better people and making this a better movement.
What's your role with this?
Well, my role with the Sacred Mauna Kea Hui is I'm a founder and head facilitator, and that means I facilitate the funds to where the purpose that it's going for.
And you said you've changed a lot since the 9 months to a year that post has gone up. How did this come back to your attention?
Unfortunately, the person Lana, who has chosen to take screenshots, had chosen to take screenshots and bring that out now, which to me, I question the motive, but I have true aloha for her, and I would like to reach out and extend my apologies for actions and words that do not represent anything about me or how I feel, and was misdirected anger, and I hope to one day make that connection with her if she is willing.
It's very obscene, threatening, like killing people. How did that involve ours?
And I'm glad you asked, because the conversation that's missing from that is the history of Mauna Kea from the time of Umialiloa, which at that time he decided to war against his cousin in Kona. And on the Mauna, they had war. They spilled blood on that Mauna. He killed his cousin on that Mauna, and he made the Mauna sacred with their blood. That was coming from a place of anger when I was speaking of that. That should not happen now, and I'm no way encouraging violence. I think the Kapua Aloha, which I have grown into, is going to be the forefront of this, and we completely support what Lanakila and Kaho'akahi have taught us, and we see the good that has come from it. And it's unfortunate that somebody would bring up the past that way, and I question their motive, but have aloha and hope that we can reach out and find a resolution. Well, I'm not aware of how that could happen at all. Like, that's a surprise to me, because there was absolutely no post put out from the 13th to now, I can guarantee you, in that tone from myself. I'm wondering if the petition has a process where you can renew the post. I'm wondering if that is an old, because I don't see it on the petition. It's not there. I don't know where they got that picture from. There was so much posts going on that I can't I want to take accountability, but at the same time I wonder where this actual post comes from. I don't remember posting it, but I'm going to say that I want to take accountability for whatever emotions and bad feelings have been put out from that post.
You don't remember referencing my language?
I remember referencing it, but that exact word, we go through hundreds of posts a day. I don't want to come off as not taking accountability. So until I know better, I'm taking accountability for this.
But as far as you know, it just did not happen in the last.
Absolutely not. This did not happen since the 13th, and as the best of my knowledge.
Is there anything else you want to point in your wage graduation speech, and I guess for
Yes, absolutely. UH cannot be a agent of erasure while at the same time proclaiming to be a Hawaiian place of learning. And just like I'm holding myself accountable and apologizing to the world in Hawaii, I think that the University of Hawaii should also be held accountable. This is about accountability, and we have to embrace that ourselves if we expect it from others. So, aloha. Before my speech, I would read my op-ed, which starts off that UH cannot be a Hawaiian place of learning while at the same time being an agent of erasure in Hawaii.
So just to be clear, you are apologizing for the language.
Yes.
But you're not sure how.
I'm apologizing for the sentiment in the post that appears to come from me, and until I find out otherwise, I did post this. I don't know when, but I do know that I did not post it on the 13th and after, and I do know that it does not define me, nor does it take away from the fact that becoming the change we want to see in the world is a journey. So I'm profoundly sorry, and I'm profoundly grateful for this to come up, because it's an opportunity for us. This is an opportunity for us to not only proclaim this kapu aloha, but to understand that it's a process and it's not a destination, and that it's something that we all constantly work on ourselves.
But it was referencing the example that
There's a Mailani reference in there. I've never met her, and I extend my heartfelt apology and respect her position. I've grown to understand that there's sides to this TMT issue that we just have to understand. People are doing their best to stand for what they believe in. So I encourage all people to take whatever knowledge they have, procure more, and take that stand, whether it's for or against the TMT. Kapu aloha has to encompass all of it. So aloha nui to everyone. Actually, the main point I want to make is that the now and the future is all about kapu aloha, and it's all about moving forward. The past, I can only be accountable for, and it cannot change. And my greatest aloha goes out to all our supporters and all our will-be and would-be supporters. And my greatest aloha goes out to all our opponents as well, as we try to get through this to find a resolution that is going to be acceptable 100% to both sides. Yes, this is the post being circulated. Those are my words. It's very shameful for me to have to look at this, but at the same time I feel very good about how far I've come in such a short time.
This seems to indicate that it would have
been 19 hours ago.
Yesterday or the day before.
That I can tell you absolutely did not happen. This did not get posted 19 hours ago. I question whether it was posted after the 13th. I would say no, it wasn't. And I also question whether it's even myself at all, because there's a new picture on here. And I just looked at this now. This is my current picture. And looking at some of the examples people have put out in Photoshop, they Photoshopped this in other ways to show me that this could have happened, that somebody could have Photoshopped this. Now I'm beginning to think that this is a fabrication.
But
because
this language, though, you said that you could have said this.
Well, yeah, I definitely, anybody could have had this language. I definitely was there at one place in my life. But I don't, this is really suspect to me, because either a post exists with this on it, or somebody deleted it, or this is fabricated.
But the student and the petition, this is all within the last 2 weeks, though.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is, my current picture profile was just put up a couple days ago. So
people might say that means that you put it up a couple days ago, though.
Yeah, but I didn't. I know I didn't. And so I'm completely denying that I put it up anywhere between the 13th and now. That's clear. I'm being clear about that. and I'm questioning this even more because I didn't take a good look at it. This has my current profile picture on it and seems like it was posted 19 hours ago. This is a misrepresentation. I'm going to look into it further now, and I'm glad you printed it out because I've been so busy today I didn't get a chance to look at the picture and put that connection together.
But you deleted the post yourself.
Not that I know of.
I read somewhere else that you said that you had deleted.
I don't think so.
I think it was in the open letter that you sent out.
I don't think so. But we can talk about it. Oh, okay. My stuff is written by my press people. I can't say that I said that myself.
So you didn't write this letter?
I was a co-author of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I had people help me word it better. But that one part, I'm gonna tell you.
You want me to clarify that?
Yeah.
That
Like
I was on the thread where they were speaking back and forth to each other, and what had happened is, after it was said, because we try to respect each other in the room, he agreed to just take off whatever his portion was, because we don't want to leave it there because it's negative. Yeah, it has no purpose.
When did he take it
that
off?
was back like 9 months ago when that original one came out from Lana. So everybody on that post was to take it out.
You were there for that thread?
I was there
Okay,
for that.
thank you.
And also too, all of the administrators that were in there also removed the thread completely. So it was nowhere there.
But how did Mailani get, that reference to Mailani get into the post?
That Mailani, so what happened is somebody took this post, Lana was posting it in another group yesterday, and then they alerted me to say that this was in there, so I went to look, and Lana had posted the Mailani one there, as well as her the previous posts that he was involved in. And then what happened is they turned around and they gave it to another woman, and I believe her name was Sherry, Toyamashi.
yeah. I mean, basically, this
And
is
then
all
it came and
unverified stuff.
It went around the internet.
And I'm just trying to take
But
accountability.
the reference to Mailani happened within the last 2 weeks because she only launched that petition.
Well, he hasn't been on.
I question whether she launched that petition
She
only in the
hasn't
last
been
2
on
weeks.
there in the last 2 weeks. And whatever has gone on his Facebook, personally, we've been watching him because we cannot have that kind of stuff, and he has not since the 13th.
Let me just tell you, since I received the princess money, I have not made any personal comments whatsoever, because now I represent something that I didn't represent 9 months ago. I'm questioning all of this, but I just want to take responsibility and not make like I didn't do it, because I did exchange many heated words 9 to 10 months ago. And hundreds and hundreds of posts of that. Not just me. You got to see how these conversations build up, and the bodily threat and bodily harm I was threatened with from these people that are now bringing this out. Like what's that? No, say it. I want to know. Okay, Lana has also. And she said this before, and I hadn't taken screenshots of her, but she said, oh, that she sent her husband after me and her brothers and whatever, and TMT officials themselves have used vulgarity, as we see in the video on Lana Keela's page with Uncle Wally, so-called Uncle Wally, over there, and they're shoulder bumping him. So this idea of violence that they're trying to pin on me is actually an atmosphere that they're nurturing, and we're trying to step out of that violence. And what I said 9 to 10 months ago is irrelevant. Yet I take accountability for anybody I offended, but it's irrelevant to what's happening now and moving forward. It's irrelevant to who I am and what this movement is about. Yeah, I'm sorry about the confusion. Like, we're still trying to figure it out too. Like, did I even post that? I don't even know. Like, but I know I didn't post it from the 13th till now. You know, and we're gonna keep digging. But it's almost like we don't even have time for this. We gotta run forward. I mean, people are wanting to give us monies, and we're trying to get it to the people and to service the movement. Like, we do 20-hour days, and for somebody to pull this out right now, it might have some validity to it because it questions the whole thing, but really I question their intent. If their intent really is to stop a good movement that's happening. Sorry.
Are you going to be back on Thursday?